Cocaine, I was doing so much of it that it wasn't doing anything for me anymore. Like my nose used to bleed sometimes of the amount of coke I used to put on my nose. And those days that you talk about that I used to go to your house, yes, I was on a lot of cocaine, but still I didn't feel the hit anymore. I was chasing that buzz and I couldn't get it anymore. So someone introduced me to ice, right? And I thought, well, fuck, how bad can this be, right?
Yeah.
So I remember the first time I smoked ice, I said, fuck, this is the best, right? And, you know, until this day, I say that, you know, people say to me, you know, when I talk about drugs, and I say, what do you think about drugs? What are your thoughts? And people say, oh, I fucking hate drugs, what they've done to me. Look, I can't say I hate drugs.
Yeah.
I think anything that releases that many endorphins in your brain, how can you say you hate that feeling?
Yeah.
I love that feeling, right? Fucking love drugs, right? I hate all what the aftermath.
That's right.
And the impact that it had in my life.
That's
and
right.
what it's done to me.
Yeah.
But drugs itself, the feeling of it, right? And if you're using drugs properly, like drugs, if you remember, you know, like drugs like MDMA was actually developed to help people in couple counseling.
That's right.
If people open up.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I got a different relationship with drugs. I got a different view about drugs. But I was heavy on ice.
Yeah.
And that is I got to say, it's fucking like poison, you know. It's obviously a lot stronger than cocaine.
Yeah.
Like a lot stronger than cocaine. And because I had a mental illness,
Of course.
right, you can imagine.
Yeah.
Right.
Wood on the fire.
Wood on the fire. So...
Petrol on the fire.
Wood on the fire? Petrol on the fire. Yeah, petrol on the fire. So for a whole year, I was addicted to ice every day, right? I remember getting a loan from the bank of $40,000 and spending it within 5 months.
Every day.
Every day I was on ice for a whole year.
How much are we talking about?
We're talking, I was smoking, I can't remember exactly, but it used to come in points, eight, maybe 5, 6, 7 points a day, right? And
So what's that, like half a gram?
yeah, half a gram a day,
Yeah.
right?
For those that don't know,
That's
ice,
a lot.
Yeah, and that's for one person.
Yeah,
Because ice is very, very potent. It's
That's
not
right.
like Coke that one person can do.
oh, if you do a gram of
Fucking-
Coke a day, it's probably not much.
Yeah,
But a gram of ice a day,
that's right.
you've got
It's
a
like
serious
10
problem.
times more,
Yeah.
let's say, yeah.
But if you mix a gram of Coke a day with bipolar, what I got, you're, you know firsthand because you've been there, you've been through my journey.
Yeah,
I've been hospitalized now, I think I'm into my eight times I've been hospitalized. And a lot of the times was because it was drug induced.
yeah,
A few times it wasn't, but a
Yeah.
lot of the times, a few times I stopped taking my medication, a few times I didn't look after myself and things like that.
yeah,
But most of the times I was hospitalized was drug induced.
yeah,
To the point where my family, you know, and my friends, you know, my own sister had to close her doors
yeah,
and not let me in the house anymore because I was dangerous.
yeah,
Because that's the thing. When I'm manic, I'm dangerous.
You're
You know,
aggressive.
and aggressive, dangerous. I do stupid things.
yeah,
And I remember going to my sister's house and she not letting me into the house because the kids were there and said that I wasn't welcome anymore because I was on drugs. And then I went to hospital and she came to see me in hospital and said, by the way, my sister went through a lot with me, jail, hospitals, heaps of always supporting me. But when I started doing drugs and I started going back into hospital, she came to me and said, like, we can't do this anymore. You need to get help.
yeah,
And I remember going to your house and spending time with you and Freddie. And I know you guys were really like, I remember you guys were like, yeah, it was like you guys could take me for a while.
yeah,
But believe me, when it's someone that you're living with or
I get you.
someone that you're seeing all the time, like you can't
Yeah.
take that. So I remember seeing my sister saying to me at the hospital, I never forget, you know, until this day, saying to me, if you don't fix yourself, we don't want anything to do with you anymore. You need to understand that we got kids,
Yeah.
and you're dangerous, to us and to yourself. So I had nowhere to go,
Yeah.
right? Nowhere to live, no job. And I thought to myself, I've got nothing now.
Yeah.
I'm in the fucking bones of my ass.
Yeah. Rock bottom.
Rock bottom, right? And I hate to say it, but it's only when you hit rock bottom, Rafa,
That's right.
that you really look at yourself and say, I've got to do something about this.
Yeah. And you did.
And I did.
What did you do?
I first went to a rehab called Grow.
Yep. Let me just help you 1 second, brother.
I first went to a rehab called Grow,
Boom.
right? In Hoston Park. Shout out to Grow. Good people there. But I got sick in Grow. I got manic, not because of drugs,
Yeah.
but I just got manic because of my medication. There was something wrong.
Yeah.
And I walked out
Imbalance.
of Grow and I went back into hospital. And that's when they said to me, there is one other rehab that you can go to. And it's called Odyssey House. Shout out to people from Odyssey House.
Yeah.
But it is the toughest rehab in Australia.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I got no other choice.
Yeah.
I got nowhere else to go. It's either this or nothing. So I rang Odyssey and I got lucky and they admitted me into Odyssey. And you came to visit me, remember?
Of course.
And it was the toughest program. And I got to be honest, rehab was tougher than jail.